Yeah. Hello, guys. Meghna.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I am Meghna Basroor, the chairperson of ACM this year. Aditya muted.
Hello everyone, I am Adit Mehta, the co-chairperson of ACM this year.
So ACM is the official student chapter of the computer engineering department, and we are known for organizing and hosting various events. One of our flagship events is LOC, the 24-hour hackathon.
We also host industrial visit and internship fair. Internship fair is also one of our flagship events where you get intern with many companies come for internship opportunities.
So we are recruiting our co-com as well. So that orientation will be on Saturday. We'll circulate the message. But ACM Research was introduced last year because we realized that there are so many people who are interested in learning how to write a research paper. And we're really glad today to see so many of you have joined. Here, you can continue.
Yeah. Prad. Paul, you are moved. Paul, you are on mute.
Um, yeah. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, ACM Research is a it's a ACM Research Committee of Comms Department. It is a global recognition. It is a mentor-mentee model. Basically, we are the mentors. We will teach you about research in general, and we will also support you for your masters and research papers publications, like what all things are needed for masters and generally for research papers. And we'll also give you guidance for research internships and project opportunities. This is a um, this is a wing of ACM, which is a committee in computer department of DJ Sangvi College, and we have 20 plus years of 20 plus publications and 2 plus years of experience. And we would tell you about ourselves.
Hi, good evening. I am Akash Saxena and I am a research head at DJS ACM and a full stack node mentor at Unicode. And currently, I am an undergraduate research assistant at IIT Patna, where I am working on LLMs, NLP, and reasoning techniques. And I am also working with professors at IIT Jodhpur and King's College London, and I am interested in computer vision, NLP, and LLM, and I have approximately 1.5 years of research experience.
Hello guys, I'm Ankur Vasani. I'm the research head for this tenure at DGSSAM. Uh, Currently, I'm working as a research assistant at IIT Patna and IIT Mandi, working on reasoning with LLM, explainability, prompting frameworks, and also I worked upon automatic speech recognition systems. I have already published two papers in ACM and IEEE conferences. I have also done a web developer internship at Adani Power. I have approximately of 2 years of research experience.
Hello everyone, I am Nishan Sheikh and I am the current cybersecurity research head of DBS. I was also research intern at GTI and Access analyst intern at Deloitte. Um, I mainly research in cybersecurity and quantum computing, where I specialize in binary exploitation, reverse engineering, and studying of quantum resistance. cryptographic technique. With about 1.1 years in research experience, I am fortunate to be able to work at a level of intersection of low-level systems, security, and future-oriented cryptography.
Yeah, so hello everyone. I'm Pearl Modi. I am research intern at VGPI, and I'm also a research head at DJS ACM and also the technical head of DJS Express. So currently, I'm working on agentic AI approach for radiology report generation, and I'm also researching in agentic AI and NLP. So I'm also semi-finalist at Google Gold Hackathon, and I'm a participant of JPMC Code for Good. Among 65,000 plus participants, 187 were selected for Code for Good, and I was one of them. And I'm also upcoming free intern at JPMC. I've been a DevOps mentee at Code Without Barriers, which is a program by Microsoft. All over India, among 15 girls were selected for this program, and I was one of them. And I have 1.1 years of research experience. So what I'm going to tell you is DJ's ACN uh, will will we mentors will give you a complete experience of how to research, and we will also give you the full guidance of how to secure good internships, how to secure good placements, and how to secure good research internships. So this is for developing research culture in the computer department and in data science in general, because the research culture hasn't been well developed, and we are here to guide you because we have all these experiences. Now, Rishit will continue.
Myself, Rishit. I'll be your research head for this tenure. I'm currently a research intern at IIT Patna. I'm working for building deep learning models in bioinformatics. Last summer, I had also research interned at IIT Mandi on site in their Center of Artificial Intelligence and Robotics lab, where I had been given the task of building ML models for aerospace applications. That is, the mainly task was about propeller optimization for amphibian propellers. Um, Apart from that, I'm also learning generative AI, explainability, and data engineering. I have keen interests in bioinformatics and computer vision specifically. I genuinely love the application of artificial intelligence, specifically in the field of medicine. Apart from the research aspect, I am also into competitive programming and have solved a bunch of problems as well on platforms like LeetCode and Codeforces. I'm currently pupil at Codeforces with a max rating of 1244 and 3-star at CodeChef. And I have more than 1 years of research experience.
So, good evening, everyone. I am Didat Patawala, your research head or research mentor at HGS ACM. I was previously a research head, so I'm currently a BE student. And in my third year, I worked as a research head and introduced this research wing of ACM. I have previously worked as a research intern at IIT Patna, where I worked in peer review domain and AI NLP. In UIUC, which is University of Illinois and Urbana-Champaign, where I worked on code transpilation and how to figure out bugs via LLMs. And I'm a mentee at SK Time under Professor Franz Karaili, who is a German professor, like the head of the German open source community, and an Alan Turing fellow. I'm also an external contractor at Google and Xiaomi, where I've worked on image analysis models, deep learning models, and SLM fine tuning, which is small language model fine tuning. I am a researcher working in multimodal LLMs, SLMs, explainability, and applied CV and NLP as well. I have authored over 5 research papers with multiple submissions under review, and one is accepted at Scientometrics, which is a human journal. I have about 1.5 years of hands-on research experience and would love to continue mentoring students and research in AI for the whole year. Thank you.
Yeah, so my name is Meet Pancha and I will be the research mentor for this year. I was previously a research head with Tirith last year in my third year. Apart from that, I am a research assistant at NUS and NTU, which is National University of Singapore and Nanyang Technological University, uh, which are in Asia. Georgia Tech, UCSB, which are universities from America, US, King's College London, which is also a university in Europe. Apart from the international internships, I've also done internships at IITs, namely Patna, Mandi, Dhanbad, and Jodhpur. And yeah, in India, I've worked with the government of India in DRDO and NIDM. NIDM is National Institute of Disaster Management. My primary research focus lies in the field of NLP and AI. Um, I've been working on projects related to reasoning and interpretability of LMs right now. I have 13 plus research papers in Q1 journals and A-star conferences. Some of them are in review, some of them have been published, and some of them are currently in writing. Um, I have close to approx 2 years of research experience. I would like to, I would love to mentor you guys for this tenure. Thanks.
Yeah. So let's consider a scenario. I'm a student from BJC Engineering College, and I dream to go to my dream university abroad for my master's study. So I asked the professor there and inquired to him like, I have these 10 CGPA, I have so many hackathon wins, and why can't I get a reduction in your college? The professor replies that since I don't have research papers, I won't be able to contribute and help him in research. So this tells us about the harsh reality in masters abroad, because in India we are mainly trained to further our studies, get better scores, but the mentality of research here is not well developed here. So that's why research papers become a deciding factor in admission. So let's consider our building portfolio as a big 3-year cake. So in order to build a portfolio that is suitable for master applicants, we take the base layer, which is our academics test scores. You can consider GPA, GRE, etc. We tell like about the basic requirements that are needed, and if this base is weak, um, the cake collapses basically. So we need to get it right. Then there's a middle layer which consists of research papers and research internships, any other coursework projects, etc. So this like defines what kind of a person or a researcher you are, how good you are in problem solving, etc. Then finally, you can consider the last layer as a icing to the cake. Consists of all extracurricular activities and everything. It decides the type of character you are and how what's your life beyond just career. So in reality, it's important to distinguish yourself with research. If you want to differentiate yourself, go to masters, get accepted in top tier colleges. Yeah.
So the placement reality without any sugar coating, मैं बोल रहा हूँ that AI roles any specific core role जो करना है data science हो सकता है AI हो सकता है ना these are not much available in India if you want to do that, right? So SD roles मिल जाएगा, software engineering roles, even it comes on campus. India में मतलब है वो roles, but if you want to get into a niche like AI हो गया, ML हो गया, या कोई और चीज हो गया विच यू लाइक डेटा इंजीनियरिंग भी हो गया लेकिन इट काइंड ऑफ कम्स ऑन कैंपस बट कोई नीश स्पेसिफिक रोल में जाना है सो इट ऑन कैंपस तो आता नहीं है इवन इन इंडिया इट इज मतलब नहीं है फॉर द फ्रेशर्स आफ्टर बीटेक so so if you want like you can start definitely in the second year you can't wait until final year because competition is rising सब लोग मतलब आजकल बहुत लाइक हार्ड वर्क करना शुरू कर दिए तो relevant internships और ये सब ढूंढने में we can really help you all if you can join ACM Also, we'll be mentoring you all with guided research projects, paper internships तो है ही. And if you all work hard, so faculty से LOR का भी chances मिल सकता है. If you want to do masters and even for jobs as well, LOR का requirement तो रहेगा ही. So this is the placement reality. तो why ACM research है ना? और भी committees है. लाइक नाम नहीं लेना चाहता हूँ लेकिन काफी कमिटीज है. सो बाय स्पेसिफिकली एसीएम. तो अभी मास्टर्स करने जाओगे, कोई कॉलेज में जाओगे, लेकिन वहां पे एसीएम का क्लब्स भी रहता है यूजुअली इन मास्टर्स. तो इट इज अ ग्लोबल रिकग्निशन एंड एफिलिएटेड टू, लाइक इट इज क्वाइट ग्लोबल रिकग्निशन बेसिकली. टेक्निकल राइटिंग एंड प्रॉब्लम फ्रेमिंग और लिटरेचर रिव्यू विल हेल्प यू ऑल. और वर्कशॉप्स भी हम रखेंगे, सेशंस रखेंगे, वेर यू विल गेट हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपीरियंस बेसिकली कि एसीएम मतलब रिसर्च में मतलब करना क्या है बेसिकली. तो रिसर्च पोर्टफोलियो भी काफी अच्छा हो जाएगा इससे. पर्सनलाइज्ड मेंटरशिप मिलेगी फ्रॉम द मेंटर्स एज वेल एज द हेड्स. और रिसर्च इंटर्नशिप्स मिलेगी, विल हेल्प यू ऑल मतलब इफ यू डू वेल. And obviously possibility of LORs from our professor side from the comms department. अगर you'll manage to publish a paper under us. Also becoming a part of recognized global research community, जो I had mentioned earlier. So this will be a huge boost for your profile. ठीक है? Not just for masters point of view, even for job point of view. अगर masters US से नहीं करना है, MTech करना है, इंडिया में आईआईटीज वगैरह से भी करना है, इवन फॉर दैट रिसर्च इज इम्पोर्टेंट, नॉट जस्ट फॉर मास्टर्स. सो joining us will give you that huge boost in your CV basically.
Now, whenever we come to research or domains of research, so there are basically two types of domains. First is the primary domain. Now, the primary domain is completely based on your interest. It is a choice that you make, and when you will be if you will be the part of DJ system, then we will help you choose this primary domain. And after choosing a primary domain, there comes the secondary domain, and the secondary domain is something which is decided mostly by a professor. So, for example, currently I am working at IIT Patna. So there, my primary domain is NLP and LLM, and my professor's interest lies in peer review. So basically, I am applying my knowledge of primary domain in the secondary domain. So whenever you go for research or even a placement, you should have complete knowledge about your primary domain. And or and and at ACM, we will not only to help you choose your primary domain, but we will also help you choose in secondary domain, and we will guide you. And even if your research domain does not coincide with any of the research mentors or research heads, still we will help you in writing a research paper in those domains. In secondary domain, as I told, that it is mostly decided by the professor you are working under or in the company which you will be working. So whenever you will be working in a company under professor, you will need to apply your knowledge of primary domain in the secondary domain and do research in that. And in that process, you will need to study a lot about the secondary domain. But before secondary domain, you need to have a strong base concept in primary domain or whatever you choose. And at ACM, we will help you choose both. We will guide you throughout the year in the learning phase.
All right, so talking about the research methodology, so this slide shows the entire journey of you doing the research with ACM step by step. Think of it like a roadmap or a timeline that takes you from just being like curious to like publishing your own work, your own research paper. So I'll walk you through the entire roadmap. You can think of it like three simple phases for the three rows: the learning phase, the building phase, and the sharing phase. I'll explain you each step briefly so you know what we actually do and why it matters. We start with the learning period. First, explore the research interest. This is where you figure out really excites you. Maybe it's AI, maybe it's cybersecurity or something completely different. Um, the idea is to like read, explore, talk to people, and to narrow down the areas that you would like to dive deeper into. Next, we move on to developing the technical writing skills. Now, this might sound boring at first, but trust me, writing is a huge part of research, and can do the best part. You can do the best work in the world, but if you can't explain it clearly, no one will understand it. So at this stage, you start learning how to write abstracts, write how, the methodology, the paper structures, the technical documents in a clear and a concise and a structured manner. Once that is in place, the next block is defining the problem statement. This means taking the loose idea into a clear question, like keeping it specific. And here you take that broad area of your interest, the primary, secondary domain, etc., into like you narrow it down to a specific problem you want to solve. So it has to be clear, it has to be practical, and something you can actually work on within the time you have given. Now we move on to the development phase, that is the second row, where we start with the literature review and the implementation. This is where you do some serious reading, some serious research. You check with what other researchers have already done in your area, what methods they have used, what worked, what did not work. Based on that, you can start implementing your idea and building your solution. Then we have understanding the research fundamentals. While you are doing all this, you need a solid understanding of the basics, whether it's the algorithm that you're using, the tools, or the evaluation techniques. This ensures you are not just copying something, but you're like actually understanding and contributing to that work. Next comes the pitch and refine thesis. This is the stage where you share your ideas with the mentors, with the faculty, with your peers, uh, in a format of a presentation maybe, and you get your feedback. So this feedback is very valuable, and it's because it helps you like refine your idea betterly, and it and make it stronger before you go into far into the development phase. Finally, the last row shows the execution and the sharing part. Once you have the idea, refined idea, and implemented it, you move on to the analyze results part, where you look at your experiments and see if your solution actually worked. Here you answer some questions such that, like, did you meet your goals? What were the existing methods that you actually improved upon? And this is all about finding, like, getting your key findings from the paper. Then comes the draft the research paper. This is where you put everything together: the problem statement, the method that you have used, the results that you have got upon experiments, and the analysis in a proper research paper format. So this is what you will eventually submit to a conference or a journal. And finally, there is a step for submit and share. This is where you send your work to the right platforms, maybe ACM conferences or journals, and share your findings with the community. This is the most rewarding part, because your work goes into the world and you can actually make an impact. Next slide, please. Yeah, so this was the whole process from curiosity to contribution. Like, it might look like a lot, but each step is building on the previous one. And by the end, you'll not just have a research paper, but like tons of skills that will help you in your career. So on this slide, as you can see there, see just how strong the research network has become. Over the past years, we have collaborated, connected, and have been guided by some of the best institutes across the globe. If we go region-wise, we have first Indian institutes like IITs. We have got VJTI, we have got IIT Mandi, IIT Patna, IIT Dhanbad, IIT Jodhpur. Then we have got some international institutes as well, such as National University of Singapore, Nanyang Technological University, that is also from Singapore. SK Time, it's an open source Python library. King's College London, it's an European university, prominent European university. DRDO, NIDM, that are the government entities, Defense Research and Development Organization, National Institute of Disaster Management, and of course we have got US as a strong presence in the US universities like Georgia Tech, University of Illinois, US UC Santa Barbara, and uh, and others have like interacted with members and given their global perspective towards research. Yeah. So and yeah. This is the tech internship part. Here we are like showcasing our tech experiences and we have built over time. Like these logos like actually represent the companies, the startups, and the organizations that where our members and our where the research mentors and the research heads have already worked and interned. Uh, they span across industries from core engineering to AI, cutting edge AI. We look at to the diversity. There are top global companies like Google, Deloitte, JP Morgan. Uh, they have trusted our talent and gives us the real world exposure. Uh, you have leading tech innovators like Xiaomi, you got Adani Power that shows like work isn't limited to one sector. It's across hardware, across energy, finance, and more. Um, we have also got community and open source contributions through FOSS. FOSS United is one of the open source contributions, and we have also got startups and niche players like DeepSights, InfiHeal, Quick Yearning, Envelope, Pave Pilot AI. So these are some things that we have proved our tech knowledge where, and just like research. These are some of the areas where we have actually also worked. And okay, so the we have also got a surprise for you. We at the month in the month of December are planning for an opportunity where we can connect you with these institutes, the research institutes or the tech institutes, where you can get an incredible opportunity for anyone who wants real world experience, right from mentorship to internships and chance to work with some of the best minds around the world. Thank you.
Yeah, next slide. Yeah. Do you have any questions? We can take any questions between them.
कोई भी queries या doubts हो, you can ask. Don't
In the
hesitate.
chat
Which be like
on
if
the
you're just
WhatsApp.
curious about research, like you can also post it on the chat because
Yeah, you can also WhatsApp
like
us.
anything if you want to know about ACM कि कैसे research करने वाले हैं, क्या करने वाले हैं, what we can like specify.
Like one question which I had from Ayushman Yadav was that is ACM research only for um, AI, NLP, or computer science related domains? Actually, it's not. We cater to domains of EXTC, mechanical as well. So we might have some low expertise in that. We agree on that. But yeah, we welcome them as well. And what our structure of the program is that if a topic is not and expertise of the research head or the research mentor. We will learn the topic together and then we'll deliver the research paper. Is it only for comms branch or is it IT as well? It is for the whole of ACM as a whole committee is for the whole college, DSM College of Engineering. So we welcome all departments.
So one guy asked
So
me,
one guy
what
asked
would be a
me,
safe
what would be a
pointer to
safe
get into
pointer to get
universities
into
abroad?
universities abroad?
Vivan Jain asked me.
Vivan Jain asked me.
तो
तो
यूनिवर्सिटीज के लिए
यूनिवर्सिटीज के
अब्रॉड के
लिए
लिए
अब्रॉड के
ऑब्वियसली
लिए
सीजीपीए तो
ऑब्वियसली
मैटर करता
सीजीपीए
है,
तो मैटर करता है,
हायर द बेटर ऐसा
हायर
बोलते
द
हैं,
बेटर
बट
ऐसा
इफ यू
बोलते
हैव
हैं, बट इफ यू हैव
अराउंड 9
अराउंड 9
सीजीपीए एंड हैव गुड
सीजीपीए
रिसर्च
एंड हैव
एक्सपीरियंस,
गुड
लाइक
रिसर्च एक्सपीरियंस,
निधि
लाइक
का भी इतना ज्यादा
निधि
नहीं
का
है
भी इतना
बट ही
ज्यादा नहीं
हैज
है, बट ही
लाइक
हैज
ग्रेट रिसर्च
like great
एक्सपीरियंस,
research
तो इट विल
experience, so
ओवरशैडो
it
योर
will overshadow
सीजीपीए
your
बेसिकली,
CGPA basically.
See,
लेकिन लेकिन
Pearl, can you
हम्म,
share the PPT slide,
Yes,
the
yes,
diagram of
also
the.
to continue with that
yes,
question,
yes.
CJPA matters. Like different countries, for different importance is given to CJPAs. Like for example, in US, there is more importance given to your LORs and your SOPs. But say in a country like Germany, your CJPA and your other quantitative scores matter more. Even if you have a low CJPA, your research experience will mitigate that, and we will also provide you a different ways to uh, like boost your overall profile, because there is like GRE and other language tests as well, which you can give. Like example, you can even give GATE, which will counterbalance your low GRE score. So we'll provide all of this and like all of this mentoring and everything and ECM research. So you can always join.
Yeah, yeah, and now too you have time to increase your
हाँ.
GPA. Like every time you can at least have an increasing GPA. That will also help a lot.
Yeah, so over here in the diagram, as you can see, the academics and test score are the base. So we need a good CGPA or a GRE score. But the top parameters, the top part of the layer is something which is not common in all applications. And that is something unique which you can put forth. If you have research paper, that is something unique and only you have that research paper. Not other candidates will have the same research paper. Let's just say you are applying for MIT in the computer linguistics department, and you have a CL conference paper, which is very reputed and has multiple citations as well. So that will outweigh your CGPA or any other downgrade which you have in your profile. I Okay. Paul, can you go to the last slide where the QR code is? Yeah, this is the QR code for the interviews. We'll also be circulating the task link for recruitment. So one question was, what is the process of joining? Any membership charge? So this year there's no ACM membership charge as of such. But yeah, the process of joining would be we'll roll out research tasks for the interviews. Interviews will be conducted after Ganpati vacation, and we will recruit you accordingly into the ACM research. So yeah, this is the QR code. We will also be sharing a WhatsApp link, WhatsApp message, wherein we'll mention the task, PDF links, the form submission for the interviews, etc. So stay tuned for that as well. Uh, do people only do research under faculty or else we can do it alone? If yes, how? Okay, so um, you can go to the research internship slides wherein, yeah, back on the universities. So if you want to do some good research, you need some good compute resources, like you want GPU, you want RAM, you want some expertise, or you want something like an API access or some confidential data. So that all is a bit tough to get if you are an independent researcher. But yes, if you are affiliated with someone who is in this university, like I was a research intern at IIT Mandi for like 1.6 years. I got access to their private servers, private GPUs, which costed around like 40 lakhs. So getting compute resources, getting guidance, getting um, some confidential data will be easier for you guys if you join some faculty in some research institute or a college. Like for my internship at NIDM, National Institute of Disaster Management, I got confidential data access of disaster events in India, and I was able to do that research. If I was an independent researcher, things might be difficult. I need to mail the professors that give me the data. Sometimes they won't. So there are some complications in that as well.
Also, uh, no, so also being affiliated to a professor or any head, basically kind of professor only, it gives you a little bit of credibility basically in your research papers. If you will try to publish it on your own, there might be chances that it will not get published into a good conference or a good journal basically. And if the professor's name is also there in that uh, paper, it kind of gives you that credibility also.
Uh,
Yeah,
Okay. Also, continuing with this point, if you collaborate with a professor, then there is also a high chance that you will get a LOR from him and him or her. So getting an LOR is much more important than say your CJP or any other metric in the profile. So that one counts. And also collaborating with an undergrad researcher is very rare. Like it's next to impossible. Only guys at maybe MIT do undergrad research individually. Like every master students or undergrad student does collaborate with professors to do research. Only PhD students do independent research as such.
One more advantage is doing research with a professor from an institute is that, let's just say I have a good bond with that professor which whom I am working with in research. He or she might take me up for a PhD role or a full-time master's by research program as well. So I have opportunities open at IIT Patna and IIT Mandi in pursuing a PhD based on my experience with my professor in the research internship. So it's similar to the system of internship. Then we get a PPO in a tech form. Let's just say Pearl is in GPMC, so she will be an intern. She will convert that internship into a PPO. Likewise, if you do a research internship, it will more likely turn out that you join that institute as a PhD student or a master student as well.
Also, what skills are required to get these research internships? That is a good question, and all of this will be explained by us as ACM Research. One of the major things is to have a wide network because honestly, like there is a lot of competition, and to get one-on-one sessions with a professor is very hard. So you need a very wide and vast network. And once you join ACM Research, you can tap into the ACM as a whole global community car research and like its network. So that will like increase your reach at a very high level.
I had a question. Okay, what would be more important on your resume, like a research paper or internship? Because both of them would take your time, right? So,
Like by internship, do you mean industry internship or a research internship?
yeah, industry internship.
If you're applying for masters or like if you're thinking of doing masters, say after 2 years of job and then doing masters, both of them, like for both of them, a research paper will matter much more than an industry internship. Also, even if you're doing only like going for placements, then also a research paper will actually boost your profile at a very high level because like if you just work at some no-name startup, then it doesn't really separate your profile from other profiles in the whole domain. But if you have a research paper along with some like basic internship, then that will like boost your profile to a very like you will become a very top candidate.
Okay, understood.
Okay, next question. Um, okay, what skills are required to get these research internships? So, for us, we did mailing. Okay, how I actually answered the next question. What skills are required to get this research internship? So, there are multiple professors. So, it's not like in India that the professors are only having the job to teach in abroad or in the foreign countries, foreign universities. Teachers or the professors, they are teaching the undergrad, master students as well, but they are actually running their research labs as well. So let's just say OpenAI, it is having some research labs. Yeah, OpenAI is a corporate firm, but there are multiple um, research labs which are affiliated with a uh, university as well. So the skills they required is the research interest of the research lab. So every research lab has a specific domain on which they are working. So let's just say we take an example of uh, National Institute of Disaster Management. It is working on the primary domain of disaster management. In a secondary domain of disaster management in the area of Himalayan region. So we need to ally the research interest with the research lab, and if the research lab is working on geospatial data, so I need to acquire those skills of geospatial data to have a match. So there should be a match of your research interest and the lab's research interest, and that will make sure that you get the research internship. You also need to have the necessary skills which are required to conduct research and in the research lab. Yeah.
Any other questions from anyone? Uh,
How did you apply for the research intern at various IIT? So I got these research internships through cold mailing and referrals as well. Referrals were from a past DJC student as well. One internship I got through a referral from a past DJ Sanghi student itself. But yeah, other research internships in IITs and abroad universities, they were uh, secured via cold mailing or LinkedIn outreach, uh, and some were as well as referrals from my current internship to the next internship. So the current internship guide, he referred me to the another internship likewise.
so like
And all
as I
these
said,
things, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. Okay, yeah. All these things like how to apply, how to write a paper, like all the basics you need to know. All these things will teach you when you join as a co-com. So we will have sessions for teaching you exactly how you research and what all skills are required. So it would be great to see your internship.
Also, like if like as he as Mihir mentioned, to get this research internships, like this network, this referrals, the LinkedIn outreach, the cold mailing, all of this will be explained by us. Like in my capacity as research head and research mentors. And via ACM Research, as I said earlier, you will tap into this very vast network, this global network of students and committees, where like any other committee from any college, like even from our college or other college, don't have that prestige that an ACM committee has. So like even in your LOR, if you just write that I was a research head at ACM or I wrote a research paper in ACM, then you don't have to explain what ACM is. You just like you just specify what you did at ACM, and this will carry much more value than any other club or committee.
Yeah, these things
Yeah,
give
these
you
things
like
give you like
personal
personal
branding
branding
for
for
applying
applying
elsewhere.
elsewhere.
Yeah, any more questions? I've shared the task PDFs for actually getting into the committee. So for getting into the committee, you will need to complete the task. You will need to submit a Google form, and then you will schedule your interviews. And then after the interviews, we will roll out a COCOM list and let you know if you made it in. Got it. Any more questions?
You can always ping us later if you have any other questions, and you can like even DM us or on LinkedIn or on WhatsApp one on one if that's what you need.
How many people are you taking? Okay, that's a bit of a confidential question, but yeah, there are five research heads and two research mentors, so you can count accordingly.
Like we won't specify the exact number yet, but you can assume that if you are of a high enough quality, then you will find it very easy to get into ACM research.
Yeah,
Yeah,
once you have interest for applying and you work hard enough to get, matlab, you do the task and work nicely, you will get a good quality paper.
Like your passion for research matters much more than your technical expertise.
Yeah, that's something clue to succeed in the internships.
Any other questions for ACM, for general master's application, research application, internship application? Any other questions?
Do you miss any questions?
I don't think so.
Any questions, placement related भी चलेगा, not
Yeah.
Okay, then you just share the QR code for 2 3 minutes, and then
Okay, so you can.
Yeah. Any queries you have, you can personally ask us
you can
in the
DM
group. We
us
are
if
also
you have.
admins. You can DM any of them.